ISL Prime League.
All right, everybody. Welcome back here to the ASL Prime League Season 5. As we do spawn on Moonlight Madness, it's going to be this player spawning in the top right corner, representing
Evil Geniuses, HuK.
While in the bottom left-hand corner, the yellow Zerg, this is...
My Insanity, Petraeus.
Yes, indeed. So, it seems like we are here. First time for everything.
Yeah, Moonlight Madness, first time we've seen it today. Random maps does mean that we get to see some things that we may not have seen.
Oh my god, is he going to cannon rush again? Imagine that, but it's not going to be a forge.
Yeah.
But he's going to make it look like it, because this is how he took out Petraeus on Terraform.
Kind of an awkward game that turned into, but that's okay.
Yeah, I don't think Petraeus is going to bite in this one, as he does see the pylon positioning of HuK on his natural.
I mean, he did go 6 lings. He didn't go just 4, or he didn't go 2. He did get that extra pair of lings.
Yep.
Am I tripping? Oh no, he's actually he's going
a lot more than I would expect him to. As maybe he did think it was going to be that exactly. Some kind of cannon rush, but he is going to be... Wait, there's no Zealot out here. Oh my goodness. Even though it is only slow links, but never mind. Petraeus not going to really try to, because Stalkers can kite slow links forever, but if you back him into a corner, it can be a little bit more dicey.
Third hatch on the way at 21 for Petraeus. So he's not exactly going to be playing that earlier Roach build that we did see him go for. Not going to be doing anything particularly aggressive just yet. And it was a little bit later Nexus for HuK. He did get Warp Gate started relatively quickly, and the Nexus was a little bit later. Delayed. He's moving out with the second Stalker as well.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of an aggressive build out of HuK. 3 gateways once again. Petraeus dropping that third hatchery. He did not get Zergling speed. Remember, he is actually opening up completely gasless, and he's just now dropping down a Spine Crawler. Ooh, this is going to be really tough, I think. Slowling Queen Spine Crawler against a 4-gate.
And this proxy pylon, that is pretty darn close. It is not a lot. It is not a far distance for those units to warp in and march their way right to the front lines.
So HuK is working off of 1 gas himself. So this is going to be a lot of Zealots once again. And guess what? Without those the roaches to support, it's so hard to deal with this. So we'll see if he's able to do it. I've seen it happen before. You know, Life is famous for holding 4 gates against even people like San with only queens and spines. But usually it's 2 to 3 spine crawlers.
And I don't know if Petraeus is quite the same caliber of player as Life. Queen's on the high ground, going to start targeting down that Mothership core, trying to push it away, snipe it down, deny that energy that it has. And there's the time warp on the ramp. Stalker's going to be stepping forward, targeting down one of the queens, but they're not quite able to get the weak one. Instead, they're splitting up their damage and moving a bit more than maybe they should. Roach Warren 3/4 of the way done.
Yep, very important for that Roach Warren to come out, as they will allow this push to be halted, I would say. Didn't do the kind of critical damage at first that HuK wanted to. It was a little bit sloppy on that, on the ramp, going for the queen and getting baited into it, maybe after losing vision. And that Spine Crawler definitely really saving Petraeus here. But here comes some more Zealots, man.
Zealots right now, they're kind of in the back in an awkward position, having to work their way around the Stalkers, getting stopped by the Ling. Stalkers getting targeted down, but there goes the Spine Crawler, eliminating that healthy static DPS. 6 more Roaches on the way. He just needs to buy a bit more time.
Yeah, once the Roaches are out, I feel like that's going to be great. I think Petraeus will be able to get enough of them out. Because HuK is not making probes behind this. He's not taking another gas, and he's also not planning to do anything other than this. So, he's just now starting to make these probes. Here come the roaches.
Them back up. And the Roach is going to be stepping on forward. They're off creep now, so they will, of course, be very slow, but Transfuse is coming down. Petraeus, once again, showing how kind of an overmind he is.
HuK is throwing a lot of these units away, though, yeah.
Uh-huh. Too many Stalkers going down, man.
Yeah, far too many Stalkers. I mean, if they're Zealots, then not really the biggest deal, but...
HuK's traded out 6 Stalkers, 7 Stalkers and 2 Zealots for 24 Lings and a single Queen. No Roaches have gone down at this point. Transfuses have been on point. HuK steps forward, gets his first Roach kill almost. Once again, Transfuses saving it. Of course, that's not inject energy, but HuK trades out another Stalker for a Roach.
Yep. And behind it all, he gets double gas, and... Now where does he go from here? It's going to be a 2-base, but he wasn't able to really do any damage to Petraeus. That was, I would say, minimal damage. The only real damage that Petraeus took economically was the one drone that turned into a spine crawler. Because it's not mining minerals anymore. That's about it.
That's very true. That latent damage, that's minerals every minute. Like 40 minutes a minute lost. Anyways... We do have that Robo facility on the way. However, Burrow is also going to be on the way, so we'll have to see what's the first couple of things out of that Robo. Does he go directly into Immortals, or does he go for that Safety Observer first? Because if he doesn't get that Observer, there are certainly a lot of damage-dealing opportunities that Petraeus has.
Oh, yeah. I think Roachling will be the choice here for Petraeus, but he's getting 2 more gases, so maybe he will drop a Hydra Den. But getting that Burrow, I love Burrow. It's such a nice upgrade. You can also put a Ling in the 3rd if you wanted to. Just that it's a little bit harder to get to that 3rd on Moonlight Madness because of the rocks. But if you want to take him out, you can. Ooh, this is a little different now.
Yeah, I mean, the Hydra Den is coming down. Yeah, Warp Prism. Twilight Council as well, finally going to be on the way. I'm not sure exactly what HuK has up his sleeve, but there's going to be the 3rd base. It gets spotted basically immediately by Petraeus. A nice read from him.
Yeah. So, seeing it there that early gives the at least some kind of vision for where Petraeus would like to be going with this game, how aggressive he's going to want to get, and how many drones he feels he can get away with. So he's starting to continue to drone, and he's just continuing to drone, but he's also adding the Hydras. I wonder how heavily he will go into the Roaches or not.
On the right side, skirting by those Roaches, we do indeed have a Warp Prism, which does get spotted by that Overlord as long as Petraeus is watching. There's 4 sentries inside of this Warp Prism. Queens are almost here to greet it, but it slips on by, and this could be awkward a bit for both players as Petraeus is on the other side of the map.
Yeah, he's just going to be able to counterattack HuK. Gets a nice force field up, but remember, they can come from both sides. He has to defend. HuK is down in so much supply, and he's about to deal with a lot of Lings at his 3rd base as well.
A nice breakdown of those rocks just as the Nexus finishes, so the Lings also show up, but there's a cannon here for the defense. It's pretty well defended. A couple of Roaches being split off to the left side as well, but HuK re-rallies his army, routes his forces over there, and he's pulling the Warp Prism back all the way to the corner as well. So he's not committing anymore with that attack. He's instead going to be more focusing on the defense. The Lings coming up, but of course they get shredded by those Zealots. It's the attack at the natural that he should really be worried about.
Yep, he does have 3 cannons here, and Blink is not finished yet, but really nice force build as Petraeus tried to get up that ramp. He needs to be able to deal with this. This is a lot of units out of Petraeus, but they're actually starting to get taken out. I think HuK is going to push it back, yeah.
HuK pushing it back, just needs to defend a little bit longer. He does have Blink and 5 gateways about to be finished up, so he's going to have reasonable production. He's going to have those upgrades that he likes to micro with as well. +2 attack finally going to be on the way. These sentries so vulnerable. Ooh, how many are actually going to get sniped down? I think it was just the 1. No, 2 and 3 do get killed, and some of those did have quite a bit of energy, and of course they had to expend quite a bit trying to stay alive. Once again, the attack. HuK's bane in this series have been those multi-pronged attacks from Apocalypse and now from Petraeus.
Yep, Mothership Core even goes down. And with Roaches and Hydras here, Ooh, I guess with the +1 upgrade, is HuK does not quite have +2 yet. It's actually a very long way away, and it's just only the sentries in the front. Immortal's not really able to do much damage, but the Stalkers are holding it down. I think he's actually going to be able to hold for now, but the run-by from that other location where the third was, it's proving to be a lot very problematic for HuK, as he does have to keep on going back and forth.
11 probes getting cleaned up. Now the drop from HuK, once again, that sentry-filled Warp Prism has now got Zealots inside of it. He was getting, I believe it was only like 3 drone kills. Yeah, not too many crazy drone kills, considering he did lose 11 probes. He can, of course, chrono boost those from 3 Nexus at a time if he wanted to. That might be a little bit excessive, but, I mean, if he wanted to.
Yeah, the world is his, for sure. But I think the real world does belong to Petraeus. Getting up to that hive, he has Vipers on the way. There's no AoE splash damage for Petraeus, or rather for HuK. So he's just going to try to hit with +2 Blink, Stalker, Sentry, Immortal, and see what he can get done. But this could be very scary with the Vipers popping out immediately, well, very soon, actually.
Snipes himself a Queen and some drones in the main, but the attack over at this 4th base with those rocks, which are almost dead but not quite eliminated, as we do have not the targeting of the hatchery. I guess they're going to be going for the drones, more of that easier damage. 8 drones have been cleaned up, but these Stalkers, they can blink away. If they're careful, they can also get the hatchery. Very nice. Yep. Needs to blink down. Okay, there we go.
And HuK is just going to get out of there. Did lose the Warp Prism, so he can't put on any more pressure. Stalkers, yeah, they have to keep it going. Is he going to force field here to stop this chase? Doesn't look like it. But the chase is not over here. Cybert has a 3rd. Is going to be under fire very soon.
HuK kind of has to take the long way around, where the defender's route is actually a little bit longer than the attacker's route. Templar Archives also going to be finishing up in a couple of moments, but of course that means it's still going to be a bit of time before those Templar are particularly useful. Attacking once again at the natural. Every time there's a vulnerability, it seems that Petraeus finds it and tries to exploit it, attacking at 2 places at once, but there's so many Blink Stalkers on the left side of the map targeting down those roaches in easy enough fashion.
Yes, and they are all going to get taken out, but this means the Stalkers are out of position. Here comes the Hydras once again. Really nice force fields, but the Blinding Cloud forces them to move forward. And all of these units for HuK are going to get taken down. Even the Probe's trying to get in on it, but with the help of the Vipers, this just looks to be a little bit too much. But the Stalkers here from downtown.
He lost so many Immortals in that battle, so many Sentries as well. I guess so many equates to 3 Immortals, but 16 sentries have gone down throughout the course of this game, so he better be able to survive on these Blink Stalkers, because that's the meat of his army. If you look at the units tab, 52 probes, 1 observer, and it was 15 Stalkers, but now he's got a couple of High Templar as well. Psionic Storm going to be routed in as an upgrade as well, but he has to stand against so much army of Petraeus.
Yeah, killing that fort, though, was really good here for HuK. If he didn't get that, then Petraeus is going to be mining from it the whole time. But, you know, going 3 base to 3 base with Blink Stalkers, he did not start +3, though, so he will be stuck on +1 for now. One thing to... I was going to actually say to kind of criticize about Petraeus was that he wasn't going for upgrades, but he is. He's already on 2-1. So, if he gets caught here, though... Oh, this is crazy.
Blink Stalkers in and... Blink to the other side. Can he make it? Yep, there's the jump, but of course he does get a little bit trapped there, and this is such an awkward angle for HuK. He's trying to play Ring Around the Rosie, and of course Petraeus is like, well, I'll just go and kill you now. Storms from the high ground. Will they land? Feedbacks on the Vipers, and of course a couple of Blinding Clouds going to allow that Immortal to go down that much more easily. A nice Storm getting eaten up by Petraeus, but there's not a lot of energy left on these High Templar. Petraeus pulling back a little bit as Stalkers continue to do damage on the opposite side of the map.
Yep, and all of the probes of HuK are going to be going down. Force field goes down, but I mean, this is kind of a lost cause at this point. HuK has been doing a lot of damage with his Stalkers in the reinforcements, but now he is losing a lot of them as well. Losing the natural base. I don't think HuK can really pull this one out. He has a lot in the bank, but he's lacking in the gas department, and he's lost a big chunk of his standing army.
The Hydras and the Roaches could be stepping up. A couple of them do step forward. They get force-fielded in, and unfortunately, HuK can't have an easy time cleaning those up. 6 Stalkers do remain. This Immortal getting targeted down, almost goes down, does manage to barely save it with a nice Storm. Ooh. Easy peasy. Storm Force Field combo. Very nice.
He's just holding it here, but it's kind of just... Who knows? What is he really holding on to, Cybert? What is it? Petraeus is nearly maxed.
Not a lot. Mm-hmm.
He's going to be attacking on the side, which has been so much harder for HuK to defend against, but he's been doing a great job. It just... Right now, this might be the last stand here.
Couple of Storms left, but a nice split from Petraeus means the Storms don't do a huge amount of damage until that one lands, as it does some very nice damage. But the thing is, can he actually kill these units? He's got them down to low HP, but he can't finish them off as they step forward, and GG is called. Petraeus knocks down HuK. But who will win the next match? Because if it's Petraeus, he advances on out of here. If it's HuK, we go into round 3 of this round robin.
Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to support the ASL by hitting the button now.